Hey everyone, welcome to the M.i.A log. This series on YouTube is going to be advice I wish I could have given to myself at my younger days, and also knowledge I want to pass on to other people. So this being my first episode that's going to be going up, and it being the new year, I wanted to make the focus for this episode be on saving money. Advice I would have given to my younger self about how I could have saved more money when I was younger. So today I'm going to be giving you 7 methods that you can use to save money. Some are going to be more extreme than others, and I'm not going to be taking you from rags to riches, but there will be methods that you can use on a day-to-day basis, on a weekly basis, that will enable you to save up enough money to go on that holiday that you want next year, to purchase that one aspirational thing that you want next year. So, if you like the content and you like what you see and you want to see more, make sure you hit that like button down here and make sure you press that subscribe button to show your support. So let's get started. Here are 7 ways that you can save money in 2020. So the first method is pretty simple. All you have to do is save a multiple of £5 per week essentially. So week 1 you'd save £5, week 2 you save £10, week 3 15, and then week 4 20. And if there's a week 5, then you'd go to 25. But at the end of the month you would reset. So as the new month begins, you would then go back to £5. So by the end of the 52 weeks, you should be left with around £650. Method number 2. With this method, you should be able to save around £1,260. And it's pretty simple again. On the first month, you save £10, second month, £20, third month, £40, fourth month, £80, fifth month, £160, and then 6th month, you save £320. On month number 7, you restart back at 10. This is to ensure that when you're saving money, it's not going to be straining you too much on your finances. So after month 6, you restart back to £10 and then repeat the process. At the end of the year, you should have a nice amount saved up. Method number 3. Now, this one is more of a daily saving scheme. So the way it works is you're going to be saving £1 for each day of the week sort of thing. So on day 1 you're going to save £1, on day 2 you're saving £2, day 3 £3, 4 £4, you get the idea. So in the 7 days you should be saving £1 representative to that day. So once you've finished your week and the new week's about to start back at £1, £2, £3, £4, £5, £6, £7, restart £1, £2, £3. So if you follow this method, you should be able to save roughly around £1,400 in a year. Just don't forget to keep resetting, unless you want to keep adding on extra. That's totally down to you. So method number 4. This one's pretty simple. It's a weekly saving method, and all you're doing is saving on a multiple of 2. So week 1 £2, week 2 £4, week 3 £6, and so on. By the end of the year, by the end of the 52 weeks, you should have around £2,750 saved up. That's a nice sum. And again, it's not going to be an amount that actually makes you feel like you're actually saving. This is to enable you to save without even you realizing that you're saving. So method number 5. This one's a bit tricky because you need to be earning a decent amount. Depends if you're paying rent, if you got depends on what sort of expenditures you have, because by the last 8 weeks you're going to be saving around £1,000 a month. So the method is pretty simple. On week 1 you save £5, on week 2 you save £10, on week 3 you save £15. Essentially, as each week goes by, you're saving an extra £5. So by the last 4 weeks of this method, you'll be putting aside roughly about £1,010. However, if you look at the big picture, in the 52 weeks, you should be able to save around £7,000, which is amazing. But again, you have to judge your own circumstances and how much you're actually getting paid to start off with, and see if that's feasible for you to do. Method number 6. This is a method that I actually do on a day-to-day basis, and I found that it's actually been very useful. Essentially, all you're doing is at the end of the day, you're rounding up whatever money's left over in your account. So throughout the day, if you spent some money on buying something and you've got like an account balance of, I'm gonna make it simple, say there's £100 total in your account and you've spent £20 and 20 pence, right? You've got 80 pence left over by the end of the day to then round up your account. All you're doing is just rounding up to the nearest pound each day to ensure whatever's left over in your bank account is being put into a savings account. And before you know it, you're not even going to realize it, you're going to be saving up a decent amount. Last year I was able to save £1,278 just by using this method. Luckily I use an account called Revolut and they actually do it for me, so I don't actually have to worry about at the end of the day rounding up each time. It does it all for me. Method number 7. This is something that every person should be doing. This is a method that every single 2%er does, and it's a great thing to actually do. Essentially, on payday, you're going to pay yourself. You may think that, oh, you're getting paid on payday, so that money is all yours. But no, it's not. Because as soon as your money comes in, you end up spending that money on things that you want to do. Going out, eating, you want to buy a game, see some friends, have a drink, etc. That the money that you're being paid is not going into your savings. So on payday, by paying yourself, you're essentially removing that lump sum of money and then putting it aside. So it's like you never had it in the beginning. I started by doing 30% of my income to put away and then put into savings. To this day, I now put away 50% of my income to actually have in savings, which allows me to save a huge amount of money. So if you're not doing so already, the one method I would recommend taking away from this money saving trick would be paying yourself. It's the most useful trick that you can do in your life, and I guarantee you, you're going to end up saving a hell of a lot of money that you're going to be able to do a lot more with than going out and buying drinks. So, leave a like if you found this video useful, and don't forget to subscribe for more content. Like I said, this is probably going to be my first video that I upload. We've got loads of things coming up. I need to grab my phone to find out what I've actually got planned. Ooh, that's the wrong phone. Let's see what sort of content we've got coming up. And again, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see some of this content come up, because we're going to go into some depth. We're going to go through Gen Z and how important they are and how they impact today's world. Because you might not know it, but kids, those of you between the ages of 13 and 18, you guys actually impact today's world more than you think. We're going to go through music, cars, technology, how 5G is going to be affecting us as humans. I'm actually going to go through and review some of Hassan Minhaj's stuff. If you don't know who he is, he's a comedian from the US, and he brings up some amazing content, and there's things that I believe in my circle people aren't aware of, things that are actually affecting them on a day-to-day basis, so I would like to make some awareness for that. We're going to review the 2019 election. We're going to go through some cartoons, so we're going to look at Rick and Morty, South Park, Simpsons, and we're going to dissect some of the hidden messages that they're actually giving to the general population. Things that are slipping past the radar without us knowing, because we as a society are just looking at these cartoons as just cartoons and not the messages behind them. So I've got a bunch of things going on here. I've literally got a giant list. One of my cameras just turned off. So I've got a giant list over here that we're going to go through each week and discuss in long detail. How to use social media properly, how social media actually triggers a certain part of our brain. We're going to go through waste, pollution in clothes and media, and we're going to understand the human body a bit better. We'll go through games, conspiracies. You like conspiracies? Press that subscribe button. We're going to go through them all. At some point during the year, I'm going to get some guests on board, and we're going to go through some topics, sit down together and get other people's perspective on certain topics. So enjoy the rest of your day, night, or whatever time you're watching this, and I'll catch you later on. M.i.A. out.